From the window of his office at Burt Automotive, owner Lloyd Chavez maps out the future. It is a vision that has been in the works for a long time.
These buildings are up now, and this is the vacant land that you see to the east outside the window from my office, but it's all going to look very much like that, and yet this was 8 years ago when we were visualizing what it might look like.
It is the kind of vision that has driven Lloyd Chavez his whole life. A native Coloradan, Chavez was one of 5 kids.
I can remember when Littleton didn't have any paved streets, and there were wagons. It was drawn by horses going down Main Street.
After a 2-year term in the Navy, Chavez returned to Littleton to marry the girl who lived across the street. Lloyd and Doris Fay were high school sweethearts, and 55 years later, they are most proud of their 3 kids and 10 grandchildren.
I was a good student and a pretty decent athlete for my size, and I worked hard at everything I did, but she was smart. And I think that from a genetic standpoint, they get their intelligence and their brain power from her.
The couple moved into a small trailer in his parents' backyard, and Chavez became the first in his family to graduate from college. But it was the auto industry that fueled his interest.
I always liked cars. I had my first car, paid $12.50 for it. It was a 1925 Chevrolet.
After that, he got his first job with Burt Chevrolet.
I was the only new car salesman for them, and I was the 31st employee.
That was in 1950, when post-war sales created a boom in the car industry.
It was from that moment on, in 1953, that we at Burt started making our move. By 1956, we'd gone from the smallest out of 11 to the largest out of 13.
Chavez was at the forefront of the company. In the 1970s, he started buying up shares until in 1987, he owned Burt Automotive outright.
He is a person who, once he commits to something, he's going to follow it through, and he doesn't give up. He's a fighter, and he's a person that determines that he's going to do things the right way, and he follows that path.
Under the leadership of Lloyd Chavez, Burt Automotive has grown to a $1.5 billion company with 1,300 employees, 9 facilities, and 15 brand names for sale.
There's a lot of deep satisfaction in me and my associates in knowing that we not only are successful in the business, but we're successful in taking care of customers, and this is what I think is our real strength, is being able to satisfy customers and keep them coming back and referring.
Chavez has been so successful, the Burt Automotive Network is the largest Hispanic-owned business in the country, and Chavez has been recognized over and over again for his business and community accomplishments.
It's a common vision, and there's a lot of people involved in it. I get credit for a lot of it simply because I'm where I'm at, but I'm not a one-man gang, and I couldn't have done it by myself.
And Chavez is not done. He continues to plan his next move with his family and friends at Burt Automotive.